Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's talk about this Abuja story that is still going on for the past, I don't know, like 2 weeks or so. That I personally have been seeing some more news about kidnapping and all this craziness going on in Abuja. But I'm looking at a headline here. This headline says police kill three kidnappers after gun duel in Abuja. Muyiwa Adejobi, the police public relations officer, PPRO, says three suspected kidnappers, including the kingpin, terrorizing some parts of Abuja, have been killed. My question is like, what do you mean killed? That's already shady to me, but let me continue for a second. You're supposed to capture them alive. Anyway, Adejobi spoke on Friday during the parade of 17 suspects at the force headquarters. He said the suspected kidnappers at about 1:40 a.m. today engaged the operatives in a gun battle before they were killed. This is another significant stride towards fortifying the security landscape in the federal capital territory. Is there any update on your end with regards to what's going on in Abuja? I know you mentioned something earlier on with regards to Wike during the special segment. Can you speak a little bit more to this? What's going on? This is if I go to Nigeria, right? I would expect to feel the safest in Abuja. What is going on?
Ola, let me concede that you may be right that Abuja should have been the safest place to be. Remember, in those days when people like us first arrived at Abuja, when we lived there in the mid 90s and early 2000s, the kind of peace we had, the kind of protection we enjoyed. Let me call those years the years of innocence in Abuja. All that is gone now. So whether it's Muyiwa Adejobi that is talking of the military structure, for example, the chief of defense staff was addressing men and women of the military the other day and this last week, and this said, wherever anybody was found carrying military assault weapons, say like AK-47, 45, whatever, that such elements should be taken down. Yes, but what you find is that only the wrong people are often taken down. So that brings us back to the issue of Muyiwa Adejobi. Can we really seriously believe everything this man says all the time as the spokesperson of the Nigerian police? Because I've seen, yes, I have a first-hand experience of a person who had assisted the police in recovering stolen guns. Somebody who assisted them in recovering stolen guns, who brought back those stolen guns to them. I saw how this man was killed and labeled a notorious armed robbery and marijuana production or trafficking kingpin in the kingdom to which I was born in Abuja. I'm talking of the way the police wrongly labeled the late Mr. Bejide Ajayi a notorious, they called him a notorious armed robber, a notorious marijuana trafficker, which was not really true. What happened that day was that certain individuals, young men, had dispossessed the police of their assault rifles. And Ajayi Bejide, being the leader of the youth in Abuja, while having his dinner and watching a Nigerian football match, was called. They appealed to him to help them to trace back the guns and recover them. He did that. He brought that back to the police, and the police wanted him to volunteer statement on, they were now roping him in. A struggle ensued. They killed him, and they labeled him. They labeled him
a notorious person killed.
Yes. And that story appeared in one of Nigeria's leading dailies then. And I had to investigate, expose what they did. And the journalist who had that audacity to put his byline on that story, I was going to drag him to court and drag him before NUG and everybody. And as I was making overtures to get the famous Nigerian lawyer, human rights lawyer, Femi Falana, to take up the matter, the police had moved in with a divisive game of giving 100,000 naira to some people in Ajayi's family, and they were going to start labeling me a troublemaker. I had to excuse myself after I got advice from the king of our kingdom then. I had to excuse myself from there. So following that kind of antecedent by the Nigerian police and knowing what they do all the time to Nigerian citizens who should be applauding them for putting their lives on the line to fight crimes. And the one that we recently had about one Chinaka that they labeled the kingpin of kidnapping in Abuja, which from what the man told the media was not also true. How do we believe that these people were adequately processed before being neutralized, and now they are saying they have killed? I mean, how do we even determine somebody that was not interrogated? Who determined that they were real?
Exactly. I mean, like, why are you just getting rid of people? Like, what's going on?
See, the people who are making life uncomfortable for Nigerian citizens, you saw what the kind of havoc they rigged at the church, St. Patrick Catholic Church. You see them every day kidnapping the chairman of a political party, traveling to Lagos and doing all kinds of things, and then we use all these underhand tactics against our own citizens. I hope Nigerian police will be more hesitant the way they are trigger happy. They will turn guns, but with I live in America, it will be the excuse that why have I put in my mouth? They should understand that I have business in Nigeria through which I pay taxes. And wherever my money goes, I would put my mouth. Even whether I'm paying taxes or not. As a journalist, as a Nigerian citizen, whether in the diaspora or at home, I will speak up. I don't go agree for anybody.
Yeah, if I hear anybody say that, I'll go and start a channel called Concerned Citizens. Papa. Of course, we have to chime in on this conversation.
You know that Nigerian police are already drafting. Yeah, Nigerian police are already drafting charges about saying don't grieve for anybody.
I know,
people
right?
People
no contest, nothing. Just if you say the phrase, you're in trouble.
A police that has something serious to do, why would they mind themselves about what should qualify as free speech for their citizens? But they treat the average man as if he is in chains, and that chain will be broken because of the power of constitution and the mind the people carry.
Absolutely. Anyway, do us a favor. We're about to move on to the next story. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, and follow. And we'll be back in about 20 seconds.